So what's going on, guys? This video is going to be the Easter egg guide for the Ancient Evil Easter egg, to first start off the game, obviously you're going to start off in the Temple of Apollo. You want to make your way up to the amphitheatre to unlock the Sentinel artifact. Once you've activated it, you'll have 2 rounds. First off, as you can see, you'll get 3 skeletons spawning. Now to kill these you need headshots on melees, and then the second round, shortly after you've killed those, you'll see the crystals in the crowd open up and turn into zombies. Defend that step for roughly 10-15 seconds until Pegasus comes and clears the way for you. After that, you'll see the kind of bubble on the door once the max ammo is spawned. After that, what you want to do is, if you're in a multiplayer game, get one person to try and get the challenges completed as soon as they can. This is essential to the Easter because you need 2 epic upgrades on the Eternal Flame. After that, obviously once you've built a shield and got the bridle, you can go into the other area. What you do here is, as you've just seen, you shoot down the giant bird cage on one side, and on the other it's already shot down. What you need to do is open your specialist up and melee the door. As you'll see, it's got an amber aura glow to it. Once you've done that, you can make progress in upgrading the Gauntlet of Charon. This is going to be a massive help in the game in general, plus you're going to need this for one of the steps. You will need all the other hands, the multiple steps of the Easter egg, but this is more or less step 1 with the new wonder weapons. The ching, when you pick them up, as if the coin's been flipped. The rest of them, it's as if you are blowing a fire out on them because you've got to extinguish them. This will be your tribute to Charon. You will then go into this small lockdown area, use the upgrades, use the new upgrade on it, and once that's done, obviously you're fine and you can move on to the rest of the Easter egg. When you're doing the flame, obviously you need both people or all people in the game to get an epic reward of the challenge of the Oracle. As you can see, I've meleeed the flame, nothing happens. But once my teammate has got it, you see the flame goes blue, and then you melee it with the shield, and you can see just slightly, because of a few texture glitches, the flame is on the tip of the spear. You can see it because obviously it's there, it's not the blue flame on the tip. Once you've pierced the blade with the staff, you want to make your way over to here, melee that rock as it's covered in oil. Then you want to make your way down to the Spartan statue, which is just here. You want to melee that section of the wall where the oil is. And then what you want to do is follow the road round, and not far is the third one. After that is where the Gauntlet of Charon comes into place. You've got to put a charge shot onto the floor then stand in it and it'll put you into a kind of zombie blood mode. You'll see each of these statues at the bottom of the area where Pegasus picks you up. The eyes glow blue. Once in blood vision, you have to shoot these statues, and as you'll see, they break away and teleport. Once this step's complete, you run out of blood vision, you can't be in it no more. There'll be 3 areas on the map, one by the soldier, the statue, one just by the SDM, and one not far next to the actual soldier. They open up a hole in the wall. You'll need the shield again. For each one, you'll see some cogs. These need your scepter, your staff, whatever it is. You need to throw that in at the cogs, as you'll see the small one just rolling past, and you need them to lock so that both gears are working together. And then once you've done that, obviously you can see the 4th cog just in the background. You need to throw your scepter at that. When throwing it, you need to make sure the statue in front of you is just before it's facing those open gates. After that, you need to find the Ankh of Ra, which will be in the crystals outside normally of the Ra statue, and get the special brute to take a charge shot and kind of melee shield bash the crystals, and it will fall. After that, you can start the next lockdown. You interact with Ra and you give him the Ankh back in his hand, and you deposit the hand or the gauntlet of Hemera, which creates a light beam and shoots over to the far wall. This is again a miniature lockdown. I found that the gauntlet I was using, the Charon, was really handy for this step, as you could just charge shot and put them down in certain areas so that the zombies, as soon as they spawned in, they died instantly, making things a lot easier for you. After that, you want to pick up the gauntlet of Gaia. You want to go to the Danu area of the map, and you'll see some kind of spores on the wall, and just like you can see on screen now, shoot the spores with the gauntlet, and then you'll get the mini boss come through. Take care of him, kill him, and he'll drop a golden scepter, as you can see. Press and hold square, obviously interact with that, and then you want to place it on this what looks like a well. You'll see it goes into the middle and creates a kind of sundial. Then, once you've done that, you want to get an electric catalyst kill on that platform, and it will start sparking, and as you can see, the dial's underneath. Once you see the blue dial, you need to count how many golden pegs it is until it goes on to the right area. This happens 3 times, each time it gets faster and faster. The next step is hit your mark, which is a bit of a pain, as you need to have a good amount of ammo, in your gauntlet, whichever you're using. You go on your markers on the floor, and if your zombies are at the back in the audience, you just single shoot them. But as you can see, if they're standing on the floor behind, what you have to do is then use a charge shot, and that takes care of them. Once that's done, you'll get a flash as though a nuke's gone off, and that's it. Then you want to make your way into the second area of the map, and you'll see this door just to your right. It's just trial and error. You want to shoot the door, shoot the symbols on the door, and obviously each symbol will line up, and it will give you a short little cutscene, the secret cutscene between Bruno and Shaw. Once this is completed, it puts you back into the game, but it does take all the ammo out of your gauntlet. Then, if you go back to where you would normally spawn when you teleport in there, you'll see a mark on the floor. You need to get the Pegasus staff, and you want to use that on that area. When you use it, obviously you see Pegasus comes, but underneath in the river, just in front of Odin, you'll see it picks up a giant crossbow. What you then want to do is use the blue hand, which is the hand of Uranus, and you want to use the charging shot, the hold ability, to drag the arrow into the opening on the barrier. Once you've done that, what you need to do is go down with your shield, and you need to go to the acid pit, which is on the bottom right of the map just before Pack-a-Punch, and then run through with your shield up and ready. And then once that's done, you'll see shortly that you'll have a green kind of aura on the tip of the spear with the shield. Once you've got that, you make your way back up, as you'll see shortly, to the crossbow, and then you just want to press and hold no. Once you've made your way back up to the crossbow, what you want to do is melee the actual arrow, like the base of the arrow where the feathers are, and then that will send the poison through the arrow, and the whole thing it'll glow green. Just like with the Eternal Flame, you'll see the green aura of the acid on the arrow, and then, as you've just seen, once you've meleeed it, covered in acid, it shoots the giant's head above Pack-a-Punch, which then drops down and interacts with the light beam, and that opens up the portal, and that takes you into the boss fight. That's the Easter egg, all steps for Ancient Evil. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, click the bell icon for all new uploads, and remember, leave comments and give ideas for future uploads.